And welcome back to the 2024 All Things Senior Expo happening here at the City of Scottsdale's beautiful Center for the Performing Arts in downtown Scottsdale. Mary Beth Maassen with Honor Health is joining me today to break down Honor Health and interactions between family members and the healthcare systems and some of those important tips and tricks to remember. And I think you've also got some stuff you'll share with us in a bit of some events that we could be attending to as well, right?
Right.
Awesome. For just to kind of settle everybody around Honor Health, get us familiar with who Honor Health here in the Valley is to us.
So Honor Health is a comprehensive healthcare system. We have several hospitals throughout the Valley. We have 100 different medical clinics throughout the Valley. So we have a lot of different ways that you can find care that you might need or that your loved one might need. And we are really very much about making sure wellness is first and treating a comprehensive person and making sure that needs are met, all needs are met, not just your diagnosis and what your medications are and maybe what your therapy might be, but also making sure that, you have some access to nutritious food, you have rides back and forth to where you need to go, and also that you're getting the socialization you need to be healthy.
Well, I think that is one thing we've seen, if technology's brought its woes, but one of the great things is it's shown us how connected all of those aspects of life for us as we're all aging really are, right?
Right, exactly.
And so you guys have a great perspective from multiple different angles of different types of care that can bring all of that into play and into focus around a single patient, right?
Right. We're hoping for well care, not just health care.
Yay. I like that. I don't think I'd heard that yet, and I really liked it and delivered really, really well.
Oh, thank you.
So we were talking off camera, and one of the challenges, or one of the popular questions we like to talk to with vendors is, what are the questions that families do ask, and what are the questions that you wish they would ask? You had a bend off of that in our conversation of talking about some real important needs when we're filling out some paperwork, or our parents are setting up and filling out paperwork when they're lucid, when they've got their wits about them and things are going on, and we can document some decisions. And I thought that was really important for us to get out from your perspective. What can you share that with us, please?
Sure. So, the new patient paperwork, right? Anytime you go anywhere new, even though you filled it out a million times, you need to do it again. I know it's super frustrating, but it's also extremely important. And it's extremely important that you think about the questions and you're thinking about the answers long term. So when they ask, who is your emergency contact? You want to be sure that you're writing down someone that they're going to be able to contact should there be an emergency. But when they're also asking, who can they share your healthcare information with? It's very important that you put down a trusted friend or loved one, maybe an adult child or whoever you might have that's providing that care. Because should you have a diagnosis that's going to limit your ability to make decisions, it's too late to put that person on.
Right.
And then you have to go through the court system, and that's a whole nother complication. So just kind of getting it right out the gate is really a big frustration saver for both the patient, the caregiver, and the clinic.
Because you guys want to know who can really make the best decision in persona of that person, right?
Right. Or who they can share information with, even simple information like confirming that an appointment is at a specific time. I mean,
Sure.
You just want to get them there. So
administratively, that's a great.
Right.
So it might not even just be about the medical prognosis or what they're dealing with there. It's just simply about the logistics of ensuring those appointments are happening, and that can be. As I've gotten older, I have more medical appointments than I had when I was younger. So,
well, and of course, so many clinics use the auto reminders either through text or email. And so if you're not checking, you're not getting those reminders. So all of that. And it gets confusing too, right? Because everybody has a different system, right?
If you've opted out of one of them, you're like, too many.
Right.
I'm out of that. And you're like, oh, when are we doing that?
Exactly.
Something else, I really see that becoming increasingly important, not just in the Valley, but nationwide, is the adaptation of technology moves so quickly these last 3 or 4 years. They've left my parents, they've left a little behind. My dad's completely capable of doing anything he wants to, from bounce a checkbook to anything else in life. But my dad doesn't want to use a cell phone. Right. He looks at that thing, and to him, that is a gateway to him of danger. Like he doesn't want those people to talk to him. He wants nothing to do with them.
Right.
But he cannot accept a contract that's sent over, like even his cable bill, right? They needed them to sign, to print it off and to sign into work from that after it was texted. You can't do that. It's hard to shop a deal to get on it's hard to get on an airplane
Right.
if you don't have that technology. And I see even in healthcare and in other places that's starting to creep in as we adopt technology for how we service people. Mom and dad might not use that technology, so we as family members might be
Right.
the phone number they have that thing sent to. And just because I got it on a text because mom gave them my phone number for text messages doesn't mean I have actually been enabled to have the conversation or for them to share it if I'm now reaching out to the healthcare community,
Right.
is what I'm hearing, right? So
Yeah.
mom may have just written down, this is my cell phone number, and that went off one system. I specifically need to be listed on a particular document,
Right.
is what you're talking about.
Exactly.
And so making sure that we're checking for those, super important. Your healthcare information share documents might vary from place to place, but in general, anytime there's a share of healthcare information, we can expect to see one, right?
Right. Right.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So talk to us about you guys are talking about some events because you have a very special niche that you work within the Honor Healthcare system, and you're sharing an event with us.
Yeah,
Talk to us.
so I work over at the Bob Bovay Neuroscience Institute at Honor Health. It's just off Osborne and Scottsdale Road.
Okay.
And on March 22nd and March 23rd, we're having a Change Your Mind, Better Brain health fair. So it's really a great opportunity to come and learn from physicians and from clinicians and from therapists and dietitians, all the different things you can do to take care of your brain and provide you with the optimum life possible should there be limitations.
That's a good thing. It's an important organ for us, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of critical. And it's a really, really complicated one
It
too.
is. And boy, how much have we learned over the course of just in the last like 2 years, right?
Oh,
It seems
it's
pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's just crazy how quickly science is advancing with the research and the technology and the different things they're able to discover. So
Great. So that event's an opportunity to hear from some of that latest
yeah, so
and
you
greatest
can hear
and what you guys know.
exactly. And there'll be lots of people there with resources and tools for others who are, trying to figure out how to engage best with someone maybe with dementia or someone with some other sort of limitation. So we'll have a lot of resources available, and we'll have some music. We're going to have music therapy, and we're going to have some good food. So it'll be a great time.
I love that. I have heard so much about music therapy being one of those things that activates all regions of the brain that can provide bridges over these modes of memory.
Yes,
and
it's
that is pretty
fascinating.
cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. Awesome. Well, that is a great reason to make it out there. And they can come, mom, dad, and kid, like everybody can come together, right?
Everybody can come. Everybody
Awesome.
can come.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So
It's very fantastic.
where can our audience find more information with Honor Health?
The best
That event
place
and
to
others?
go is honorhealth.com.
Okay.
And in the search bar, you can search for events, or you can put Better Brain Fair, and the landing page will pop right up, and you can register and learn more about the event.
Wonderful. Really appreciate it. Mary Beth, Honor Health, thank you so much for stopping by
Sure,
today and
thank
sharing
you.
your time, talents, and treasures with all of us here at Parent Projects.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Us
Thank
too.
you.
And that's going to send us back down. We're going to go to a commercial break. Stay tuned. And by the way, if you're just sitting at home off of this, make your way down here and you're in the Scottsdale area. It's a gorgeous facility. There's an amazing amount of people that are down there. This is not just mom and dad, by the way. It is full of adult kiddos that are walking around getting information and having great interactions. I could see them all down below the mezzanine. Make a stop down here. We'll be down here till about 2:00 this afternoon. Outside of that, we'll continue to come back with some other vendors throughout the day. And until then, stand by, and we will see you in just a moment after this break at the 2024 All Things Senior Expo here at the Scottsdale Convention for the Performing Arts, Scottsdale Center for the Performing Arts, rather. Thank you.